Oh, come on! Let's wake up! Welcome today. It is absolutely phenomenal to be able to be standing here today wearing my purple Nikes. Yep, with a Leonardo da Vinci hat. This indicates a doctoral robe. And the significance of that for you is that had I not been an athlete in my life, there's no way that I would have been able to be a scholar. It would never have happened. What I'm going to challenge you with today, and it's the parting notion of what you should be able to get out of something. This year in particular, we really got COVID stuff, right? I got tired of being the masked policeman. I got tired of writing new protocols. I got tired of doing this, but you know what's awesome? We made it! Yeah! We made that. Now, we made that, though, because you were surrounded by a bunch of very committed administrators, very committed coaches to making sure that what you got out of your experience was what you're getting all year long, and then what you got, especially right now in the spring. So on behalf of all of my teammates, thank you. Thank you for doing what you needed to do in order to be able to make it to the very end. 4 years ago, when I first talked to all of you, and many of you probably won't even remember that, but I told you that there were 3 rules that we go by here. You do what is right, you do your best, and you do unto others. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. Those are based on former Notre Dame football coach Lou Holtz. But I like them because they're so simple. They're elegant. And they're also really, really true. Especially the do unto others part. My challenge for you when you graduate is that you take your life lessons from athletics and you remember them every day. You remember to be the person that runs to the solution, not away from the problem. You remember to be an awesome teammate. And I don't mean that in terms of just a classic sense of team. I think you understand me well enough to know that. What I mean is that you should be able to sell out for people around you. You should be able to sacrifice for people around you. You should be able to step forward and say, we can do this. Because if you do that, you will make all of us exceedingly proud. Because it means that you took your life lessons from athletics and you're doing the right thing with them. So on behalf of all of our coaches, our staff, everybody at Linfield, thank you so much for our experiences together. We really appreciate it. All in, go Cats! And now introducing Natalie Welch.
Well, Gary's always hard to follow, but hello, good morning, everyone. Happy, graduation weekend. It's so exciting. Many of you have been here longer than I have. I only started 2 years ago, but I've been blown away by the passion and the drive that so many of you have, and it's made me just so happy to be part of this Linfield athletics community. And this past 2 years, basically half of your athletic academic career here has been kind of just a time of so much uncertainty and so much unknown with what we faced in this past year with COVID. And, I never wish that you are uncomfortable or in any pain, but sometimes we have to be pushed to these kind of discomfort zones, out of our comfort zones, to really grow. And I think from what you guys have shown, and girls have shown this past year, I think that just inspires all of us. And I think you have just so much potential in your future. And you know, in my role as FAR, basically, many of you probably don't even know what that role means. But I try to find the balance between your academics and your athletics. And I try to make sure that coaches are kind of trying to be sure and aware of what's going on in the classroom, trying to make sure the faculty are aware of what you're dealing with on the athletic field. Some of you may know your coaches aren't always thinking about your faculty aren't always thinking about your coaches, right? So trying to find that balance. And I think that's another thing for you guys to consider in your future, that finding that balance, because it's pretty easy to get bogged down or burn out or anything like that. So just trying to find your balance with your career, your family, and what you're really finding your passion about. So I hope that you're able to do that. And I was trying to think my kind of last thing here. So the balance, the uncomfortable situations, getting comfortable being uncomfortable. You're all athletes, and you know kind of how to push yourselves a little bit. So I don't have any doubt in you in that. And I hope you really just think of Linfield as your family, because we consider you family, and we're so proud of you. And in Cherokee, I'm Cherokee, and in Cherokee, we don't actually have a word for goodbye. We have a word that means until we meet again. So it's Dadadagahai. And so that is what I'm going to say to you guys today until we meet again. And some of you I'm going to see next year in grad school. Can't wait. And you can always come back. So again, congratulations. We've been so proud of you. And I am happy to introduce, too, a couple things regarding SAC. So we have some awesome SAC pins for all of our SAC members, designed by your own Michaela Sponsel. And that's who I'm going to bring up next. Your co-presidents of SAC, Michaela Sponsel and Keaton Wood. Come on down. Oh, sorry, Maddie Reimer. Sorry, just kidding. Michaela did the pins, though, right? Michaela did do the pins. Yes.
All right. I think first off, we just want to say thank you to our administrators, Jane, Gary, Steve, Doug, and Natalie, as well as the FAR. I don't think there will ever be words to describe how impactful you guys have been throughout our 4 years, but especially this year and all of the lengths that you went to allow each of us to have a senior season, even if it wasn't in the way that we traditionally thought it would be. So we just want to say thank you for that. Let's see. So for me personally, it's kind of special to be able to speak to you all, because I first saw this ceremony. I've been looking forward to it ever since I was a freshman when I saw my brother go through it, and seeing how special it was with what Gary said that day. Like, all of that stuck with me through the last 4 years. And so outside of being terrified when Jane asked if we wanted to speak, I was very excited and very honored to be in front of you all and say a little something to commemorate our last 4 years. And I don't think it's a secret to anyone that playing a sport at Linfield is really special. As prospective student athletes, we were told by current athletes, you know, all these stories and traditions of what Linfield was, what Linfield Athletics was. And then as athletes, we heard stories from alumni, and pretty soon we're going to be those alumni looking back on the glory days. And I think that that's pretty special, but something that we have over any other class is that we led through a pandemic, and no one else can say that, and that's pretty special. And the perseverance that we showed through this entire year. That was not. There you go, Nat. But the perseverance that we all showed through this entire year is something that will benefit us long after Linfield, and I think that's something to commemorate in this time. I should have stuck to my speech. Keaton said he was going to wing it, and I was like, well, I'm not good. I'm not good at winging it. But yeah, overall, I just want to say that through this past year, we weren't guaranteed anything, and we still stuck through it. We stayed the course, and we not only got a season, but we thrived through our senior seasons. We broke records. We had undefeated seasons. We had personal awards, and just the ability to still do that when we weren't guaranteed anything. And a lot of us were probably practicing a lot more than we were used to and having a full year of practice. I know, at least for us, that wasn't always fun, but we did it. So I just want to say congratulations to all of you on an amazing 4 years and an amazing senior year, even in despite of everything we went through.
Yeah, first of all, let's get another round of applause for Maddie. Coming in as a co-president on SAC this year, I think both of us were kind of a little overwhelmed with the challenges we faced, especially I think a lot of SAC revolves around athletics. And so in the fall, when you don't have any sports, it's kind of, you're back to the drawing board on what to do. But I'm really proud of you guys all that made that super easy, and working with Maddie and Jane and Natalie and Casey made that a very smooth process. So I'm thankful for that. And I'm also, like Maddie said, very thankful for the athletic administration, all of the coaches. I think that we'll never see as athletes the work and the sacrifice they put in this year to give us the seasons we had. Obviously, spring sports had more of a season than some other sports, but the fact that we were able to play it all is an amazing achievement, and I think that the sacrifice that they put in we'll never quite see. So I'm very thankful for that. I think that the life lessons we learn as being a student athlete, especially at Linfield, are things that are going to stick with us forever. And so my only wish for you guys is to carry those things into whatever path you take. I think that they're pivotal lessons, and I think that as long as you remember them and kind of stay true to your colors with what you learned here, you'll find success wherever you go. So that's really all I have to say, and thank you guys for making this an amazing year. Obviously, some of our seasons aren't done. Softball, win 2 on Monday, please. And yeah, let's finish out the spring strong.
All right, now it's showtime. Now it means we get to put the stole on you. Jane Samuels, Associate AD, Senior Woman Administrator, and our Senior Associate AD, Doug Heyer, will introduce you. As you come up, I will put the stole over your head, and then I'll have to bump elbows with you. I would love to hug all of you, but we'll have to wait to do that some other day. Okay. Who's first? Doug? Okay.
Just take your cards. Go that way. I'll take your cards. I'll do, James will do, I'll do just the 3 guys. All right, here we go, cats. Aloha and congratulations. First up, Ryan Kitster, men's soccer. Luke Marks, men's soccer, SAC rep. Chase Whitaker, men's soccer, SAC executive board. Jane, we're going to take turns. Huh? You want me to do women? Oh, you want to do it? I can do more.
No. Okay. That was kind of weird, huh? Maybe we should do more next time. You can tell we're kind of winging this a little bit. All right. Very happy to have women's basketball up next. Come on up. Sure, I'll take them. All right. First up, Jordan Feinhauer, SAC rep. Then we have Cameron Reuter, a.k.a. Cammy, SAC Exec Board. Shasta Lofgren. Congrats. Oh, and then, okay. Awesome. So women, when you guys are done, you guys can head over there and have a team photo or senior photo. All right, let's do lacrosse. Jasmine Lee. All right. And Epi Roldan Rayo. Let's do some women for a while, huh? I'll just do some. Okay. Doug and I are kind of fighting over this job here.
We have our favorites. You all have favorites. All right, I'll get all that. I don't even need all these, but I'll just take them. I don't want to mess up. All right, here we go. Madison Reimer, Maddie, women's soccer, SAC Executive Board. Kristen Burke, women's soccer. Michaela Sponsel, women's soccer, SAC Executive Board. Natalie Amara, women's soccer. That's not. You guys are so smart. Amanda Reeser, softball, SAC rep. Cameron Appling, softball. Shaquilla Snyder, softball. Can't wait to watch you guys play. Madison Podner, Maddie, softball. Kelsey Wilkinson, softball. Can't wait to watch you guys play this week. Where's Jane? We'll just keep going. Okay, thanks, guys.
Thank you. All right, so baseball. Welcome baseball to the stage. Kai Herko. Colby Stevenson. Cody Stevenson. Oh my gosh, sorry. That's why I have the card, right?
You're good. Yeah.
Tanner Earhart. Come on up. Congratulations. Connor Callanan. I don't have everybody's card. Yeah. Callan McRae. And Ben Ranieri. Congrats. Sure.
All right, football players. Just once you guys collect them all, be easier. Attaboy, Travis. The softball girls did at first. They had it all organized. Thanks, Trav. All right. Senior football players. Travis Swanson. All right, buddy. Andre Trucolo. Cooper Busquet. Good job, Cooper. Jonathan Seedy. Andrew Starkle. Tyler Sitton. No, Tyler. Keaton Wood, also track athlete, SAC Executive Board. Good job, buddy. Peyton Person, SAC rep. Zachariah Jenkins, football. Here you go, Zach. Good job, buddy. going. Okay. We got our cheer, Abby Hoppy. Connor Ashman. Ashley Ingalls. Jessica Weiss. Good job. Jane, the talking story. Okay. Swimming, Elizabeth Fryer. Annie Walkup. Carolyn Hall. Emily Samudo. Genevieve O'Brien. Lottie Stewart Blinky. Is Jane going to come back or let's just keep going? Men's swimming. Zachary Sherlock. Kahili Helm. Yeah, Kahili, working for me next week. Yeah. Joseph Simpson. Men's basketball, Will Burkhart. Good job, Will. Great having you, man. Dempsey, Rogenbuck. Good job, Dempsey. Great year, man. Okay, women's track, Megan Angier, also SAC rep. Big Meg. Juliet Arnswald. Okay. Tennis, starting with the men, we got Cameron Ventura, also SAC rep. Ethan Myers, also SAC rep. Michael Mannion, also SAC rep. And one of my favorites, Haley Fujimori, women's tennis. You're welcome. I think that's it.
Could be. Is that it? I just want to make sure we didn't miss anybody. Okay, now to conclude, we have a video presentation. Thank you to Avi and Kelly Bird. I see Avi running right now.
a few left over. Huh? Oh, I put them. I put them in.
Once again, thank you for the 4 years that you've been here. We really appreciate that. Please remember when you leave, so that I don't haunt you all of your life, stay all in. Go Cats! If you want to stick around for pictures and stuff like that, you're welcome to, but that is the finish. So thank you.